Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the BYU Cougars and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game, he told his team this week that this is what he envisioned for them this season. Even though they lost the first game of the year, they have reeled off 5 straight wins, and he understands this team has what it takes to be special. Putting that adversity and that challenging start to the season behind them, they have what it takes to make big noise here starting today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Cougars offense comes onto the field first today. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the big...
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Finds his man. It's Casper. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the right. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Martin. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So UCF's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed.
That's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
They'll run out of the gun with Watson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab over the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Watson.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The play-action fake. Makes the grab. It's Wade. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Farmer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Going for it all. And they're not on the same page there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyons. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Martin. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great And obviously when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's got it on the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Knights decide to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Escapes the pressure going right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll run it again. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before that. He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, BYU!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
It's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now
trying to take it back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's got the tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem.
He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Knights in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback keep. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Going downfield for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
That's reeled in. It's Wade. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Red pass hits complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better. Just plowing ahead. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. BYU now into the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. Maybe some room here. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, BYU!
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. And some room to work. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Martin. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Gets it out fast. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chambers. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll get rid of it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
There's a little room there. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Knights line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking for room, it's Martin. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. With the win today.